Hey, what's up? This is Derek Grab, History of Comics on Film. I told some people that I would do this after I saw the Green Hornet movie, so I'm doing it. Just sort of giving my immediate thoughts and feedback. I can't say I'm that surprised. I kind of knew going into it, based on reading the prequel comics and things like that. I kind of wasn't feeling it too much. And so I'm not that surprised, but I'm definitely kind of disappointed. I tried to keep an open mind. I tried to enjoy it. Somewhere around the midpoint, like when they get into that big fight, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of eerie that, there's so much action going on and they can spend so much money on explosions and car chases. And I was just kind of bored. I mean, to be honest, for the most part. I don't want to be totally negative. I mean, there are some good things about it. I thought Edward James Olmos as Michael Axford was kind of cool. I didn't know about that, and I thought it was kind of neat. Trying to think of things they had in the movie that maybe people would not notice. Some of the early cars kind of reminded me a little bit of the revamped car from the Now comics, the Black Beauty, or whatever you want to call it, the Hornet car from those Now comics. Some of the designs that Kato had and stuff like that. Trying to think what else. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it too much. The movie, that fight scene especially between the two of them, I don't know, that really dragged. I mean, part of me is kind of like, oh, okay, he can't swim, like, so it's kind of like the original story, sort of. I don't know. I was just kind of like grasping at straws, kind of looking forward to some stuff. Sort of like at the end, how he gets shot in the arm and they kind of basically like lift the whole solution from the original TV series. I guess that was good enough for them. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It just, I don't know, it wasn't that funny. It wasn't that, I don't know, the action, there was action. I mean, there was a lot of action, I guess, but I don't know, I guess I wasn't that invested in the characters. He is definitely how people have been describing him, as some kind of, like, himbo Paris Hilton guy, or I guess maybe you could think of, like, when Charlie Sheen gets in the news or something. It's like, do you really, like, relate and identify with Charlie Sheen going on a, coke spree rampage when he tears up a hotel? Like, I don't know. Like, it was tough to relate. I mean, the only thing that you could probably relate to, being maybe a comic fan, is kind of looking at it and going, hey, yeah, I want to, dress up as a superhero and fight crime and help people and that kind of thing. And so in that sense, I kind of keyed in on him, and that was kind of closer towards the beginning of the movie. He seemed to have, sort of noble intentions, but then he just opened his mouth at what passed for humor, and you're just kind of like, he does seem kind of like a jerk. Kind of wanted Kato to kick his ass around the room. And maybe, if after that ass kicking he learned something. I mean, they sort of went into it with the Sentinel and how he was trying to, be a better reporter or a better head of the paper or what have you. But, I mean, even that final thing at the end where they, have the, it's supposed to be the climactic fight. And I thought, oh, finally, now he's going to do a Kato move and zonk out all the guns and help Kato out and save him for one, sort of mend the fence, after they had their big fight and stuff. But even then, he's twirling around the fucking seat thing, and he falls on his ass like a goofball. So, I don't know. It was just kind of a letdown for me. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about it. There's not too much else to say. Kato had some cool fight scenes, I guess. I wasn't bored when he was taking out all the guys at once and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of neat. I liked all this is spoilers, obviously, so maybe I'll put something, disclaimer, before or something like that. But the chameleon effect of the Black Beauty at the end, that was kind of neat. I mean, there were some neat things, but, I mean, they were sort of sprinkled in between an otherwise sort of didn't know what it wanted to be action comedy. Yeah, so I can't say I was, like, super entertained, and I can't say I was, like, I mean, I don't know that the movie sucked, but for me, it was disappointing. I wasn't that interested in it. I was kind of bored. Even in a lot of the action scenes, like I was saying, that they spent a lot of money on, with the car chases and cars flying around and everything, I was kind of nodding off, It wasn't that exciting to me. Maybe some other people have a different point of view. I know some people had, semi-favorable reviews, or they thought it was better than, some of the lousier comic book movies out there and different things like that. But yeah, I kind of felt the same way I did when I came out of the first Spider-Man movie. Like, you really, really, like, oh, I want to like this, I want to, you feel obligated to like it. But, I mean, it just wasn't that good. And I know that's shocking to some people that I don't like the first Spider-Man movie, but no, I think it kind of sucked. And I kind of felt the same way coming out of this. You just kind of come out kind of like, oh, oh, that's it? Okay. Well, I saw it. And I mean, as far as like ruining the franchise or whatever, I mean, it's kind of like, it's not like it was on or anything. I mean, the last time the TV series was on in the 60s, so it's like, I guess they can do whatever the hell they feel like doing to it. I don't know if it's going to make a ton of money and they're going to try and make a sequel or whatever. I'm not that impressed with it. I kind of felt like that before I went into it. I tried to keep the hope alive. Some of the trailers I thought, oh, well, maybe they're a little funny and stuff like that. But, I think most of the best moments were in those trailers. The gas gun thing where he gas guns him back or whatever. Like, that was kind of funny, I guess. But then at the same time, you're kind of thinking, well, oh, it's a good thing that gas gun only lasted an hour, because Britt Reed, or at least that version of him, would not have the courtesy that Kato did to hook him up to an IV and take care of his bedpan and all that stuff for 4 days if the roles were reversed. But yeah, I don't know. I think Britt Reed kind of came off like a douche or a goon or whatever in that. He didn't have a lot of redeeming qualities, and so I don't know, I guess I didn't care that much during the action sequences. It didn't matter to me what happened to anybody. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed History of the Green Hornet, Green Hornet Month. I enjoyed making them, putting together some stuff. Like all these projects, sometimes I learn a lot of stuff along the way. Sometimes there's stuff that I'm really familiar with, and I'm just happy to relate to other people. So I'm glad everybody has been watching and enjoying that. And yeah, keep watching. I'm still going to make History of Comics on Film videos. The next one that I'm working on right now is on Super Friends, so hopefully that should be around pretty soon. And I'm always writing stuff on the blog, top 10 lists and different things, favorite comics and stuff. Yeah, so please keep checking those out, and thanks a lot. Okay.